right, people, we're not wasting any time. We're not wasting absolutely any time. We're hopping right into this. What is going on, everybody who is watching this post live stream? Some people might be catching this a little bit later. We are going to be voting for the game of the year on top of the other nominations. Whatever. I haven't seen the full listing of nominations. I don't know about you guys here, but I haven't seen at all, not only the full nominations list for, well, no, not game of the year, but like the rest of the actual category. So we got to go peep that out. I just realized for some reason my camera, why does it have a white? Why does it look like that? Am I going nuts here? No, I think it's actually just me. It's just me. Okay, bet. Let's get into this. I don't wanna take too much time. What's up, Promet, Mystic, and Bat? All right, let's jump into this. Nominees. Are you guys ready for this? This is the Game Awards. It airs live and free on Thursday, December 8th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. The show airs across all major digital, social, and gaming platforms around the world. I don't think I told you guys, but I'm going to be going this year to the Game Awards, so I'm actually really excited to be going back again to the Game Awards. So I might be posting up some type of stuff or whatever. I don't know. Bad said he took forever to make a selfie. Listen, you know I have a dog, okay? Let's start voting. Let's get into this. Oh, we can't just jump right to the game of the game of the year. No, sir. Wait, is that really where we start at? Is the game of the years? Next category, view categories. Hold on. Yeah, I can't just jump into the game of the year. I can't believe they even jump you right into game of the year. Nah, that's way too much, way too quick. All right, way too much, way too quick. All right, let's go and start with the bottom and work our way to the top. So we're gonna start from bottom right here and just work our way all the way up to the top to the game of the year. So best esports event. Now I haven't decided yet if I want to Google any of this stuff. I have no idea if I want to look into any of these things specifically. I'd like to take it from the perspective of the fact that maybe I definitely play the game or I've seen enough on the game to get a general idea of it. So I'm that's how I really want to base it too much of. All right, best esports event. There's the Valorant Champions 2022, and then there's the 2022 Midseason Invitational, PGL Major. I don't even know half of these are. League of Legends World Championship and EVO. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys for this category. The one I would only actually do watch and actually like check in every time, like or every year. I just said try to every year. It's EVO. I don't know about you guys, but definitely EVO for me for this category for best esports event. I'm just curious. Does anybody have any thoughts on any of the other ones that are here? Again, I don't really play I don't play Valorant. Excuse me. I watch it a little bit, but I don't play. I've watched it a couple times, and in fact, I think I did try it out once, but I don't think I really just got into it like that. So that would maybe be my runner-up. I don't even know what the mid-season invitational is. I don't even know, is that soccer? It looks like it might be soccer. I can't really tell. Let me see. PGL. I don't know. League of Legends. I've never watched League of Legends, but Valorant would probably be my runner-up. But I'm definitely gonna go for Evo. I'm saying League trash. Oh, put yourself on the right. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Wait, can I just like? No, I should probably just turn myself on the right. Let's do this. Oh, but the thing is, I have myself perfectly aligned on that side. That's gonna be upsetting. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do this for now. Because I didn't realize we're blocking it. Okay, let's do this. This is better. League is trash, I see. Watching artwork for a bit. What's up, Bill? How you doing, my dude? All right, so I mean, I'm just seeing a lot of Valorant trash and esports trash, so I'm gonna go ahead put my vote in for Evo. That's the one I typically watch anyway, so I'm down for that one. Okay, voted in one category, you earned a badge. Okay, bet. Let's go back to next category or previous category. Is that the right way of doing it? Best esports coach. Okay, wait, why did they do it so that game of the year is the first selection and then the rest are last? I don't know. I guess if you're just doing it by the way it goes one by one, it goes backward. All right, why don't you start from the game of the year and then to the rest of them? That's kind of weird to me, but whatever. I don't watch too much esports stuff, so best esports coach, Eric Doombros, Sandgren. It looks like he's from Valorant. We have Matthias Bizga, Tarasconi. Jesus Christ, that's also Valorant. These are all like Valorant. We have FaZe Clan. I know some of the organizations like FaZe. Injury Blade. Oh my goodness. Horodensky, I think, and then Go Score Dong Bin. All right. Anybody have any suggestions for this? Anybody have any suggestions yet? Atomic, I did beat God of War Ragnarok. I was trying to make it a live stream game it didn't work. I just couldn't do it for whatever reason. I had to play it on my own. It was way too much story that I just had to focus and not like talk and play. It was gonna bother me if I did that. So I just beat it. That's fine. We got to play it on stream for once. I want to do a discussion on the game, my thoughts on it overall. So we'll probably do something like that. I want to do like a spoiler talk. That's what I want to do next. Is like a spoiler cast, spoiler talk. So for anybody who doesn't care, that's on the agenda at some point. Probably this week, if not this weekend. But best esports coach. Does anybody have a suggestion? Because if not, I'm gonna go random here. Best esports coach. You're coaching them to take a shower and use deodorant. I'm done with you guys. Again, I don't watch anybody, but what I don't even know what Gen G is. Like some of the is this his organization Gen G? I don't even know. I don't know exactly what that is. I know Face Clan. I know I know there's like a bunch of Valorant teams. CS:GO. Honestly, if someone picks it, I'm just gonna go. Okay, choose go score. Okay, we're gonna choose go score. I see go score. He got the drip. Go random. All right, bet. Let's just do that. Lethal didn't watch. I had to play the game 24/7. Wait, so Tommy, you've been playing it because the game is absolutely amazing. But we'll talk about that later. Okay, done. We voted for go score. You guys said it, so that's done. Okay, next category, best esports team. Again, this is gonna go to the fact that I just don't know anything. LA Thieves for Call of Duty. Oh, so Gen G is for League of Legends. Okay. FaZe Clan, again, Dark Zero Esports, Loud. Again, I don't know any of them. Should we just keep it Gen G since we voted Gen G for the last one? You haven't told me what we are playing. Permit, I haven't figured it out, dog. Permit, get Pokemon. Didn't you say you got to switch? Because I'm down to play some. Dude, the new Pokemon that comes out, Scarlet and Violet, I'm going to be on that like crazy, bro. If you're getting that, that's what we're doing. Yeah, Korean guy. Okay, so we're gonna just keep it. We're gonna keep it with Gen G. We're just gonna keep it with the same org that we picked for best coach and everything. Let's just do that. Done. Next category, best esports athlete. Wow, I realized I keep forgetting there's a lot of esports stuff. I've never been one to like dive deep into like only the fighting games, right? Like I've only really watched the fighting game stuff for esport content for the most part. I guess we're keeping with Gen G, right? I mean, like okay, I'm just seeing Korean guy in the chat, so let's just stay with Gen G. I think that's our team. That's what we're going for this year for esports all the way. So let's just keep it going. All right, best esports game. This is still not for me. Valorant. I feel like isn't it Valorant that wins most of the time, if not Valorant League? I can't believe CS:GO still is that popular. I guess I mean I'm out of the esports scene, so I don't know any of that stuff, dude. Just random pick. I just want to get to the good categories. Fair, you're right. Fair. I do want to get to the good. I want to get to the categories that I actually have input in. That's how I feel about this. I guess we can keep it. What was that guy playing again? Was it League? Should we just keep it League then? Valorant, yes. Okay, we'll just keep it Valorant. It's again, none of these games I really play like that. We'll just do Valorant. If anything, Rocket League and Valorant are the ones that I've really played. The rest I've never really played. Previous category. Okay, most anticipated game. Recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. We might need to get some clips out of this one, baby. We might need to get some clips. We might need to get some clips out of this one. This is about to go crazy. Okay, most anticipated game, Final Fantasy 16. Yes, it is one of my most anticipated games without a doubt. 100%. 1000% one of my most anticipated games for 2023. For sure. If y'all have seen that trailer, it slaps. Like, it slaps. That's going to be, like, top priority for me. Hogwarts Legacy, I am excited for this, but I'll tell you right now, it is not on the same level as Final Fantasy 16. So, right off the top, we're going to drop down Hogwarts Legacy to number 2. That's not the top spot. Resident Evil 4. Here's the thing with Resident Evil. Y'all know I love Resident Evil. Like, we've been playing it. We played most of the games on stream. So that's like, there's no surprise. I'm excited for Resident Evil 4 Remake. I'm actually very excited for it. But again, it's just not on the levels of Final Fantasy 16. But I will say, it is a step higher than Hogwarts Legacy. So if I had to go so far from my ranking, most anticipated is Final Fantasy 16, and then Resident Evil 4 remake, and then Hogwarts Legacy. That's where I'm at ranking wise. That's where I would go. I'm seeing a lot of wow, you guys are really hyped for Hogwarts Legacy. That's wild. I see a lot of you guys in there for Hogwarts Legacy. I'm seeing Brian with Final Fantasy 16, Starfield, maybe Bethesda, Hogwarts Legacy. We already know. Legend of Zelda is gonna win because Nintendo stands up. Lethal. Yeah, what's up, Neverlearning Gaming? Hold on. We haven't gotten there yet. Next game is Starfield. I don't know how I feel about this game. I'm excited, right, for the number of reasons for this game. It's a sci-fi. It's the next game from Bethesda. I think we're all dying to get that next Bethesda game. I'm excited for it, but I'd be lying if I said it was for me personally more hype than Final Fantasy 16. I don't even know if it's more hype than Resident Evil. Okay. I don't know. Honestly, like the Bethesda games, like they're a lot of fun. I can't. I haven't played one in so long. I don't know. This is stupid. It's just because I don't know. Resident Evil 4, I'm just really excited because the Resident Evil remakes for me have been so much fun and have been like actually like reviving my love of the franchise. And so I'm actually really excited for Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm debating if Starfield is even more hype for me personally than Resident Evil 4. I'm seeing a lot of Bethesda trash. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Bethesda trash. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say Final Fantasy 16 is still number one, and then it's gonna stay Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm still excited for that, and then we'll go Starfield, and then Hogwarts Legacy. Like I'm excited for Starfield, but I don't know what happened. My hype for it kind of died down from once we saw that gameplay, and I know it's a Bethesda game, right? That aside, I just don't know how much it's gonna captivate me. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm still very like iffy with it, but it's still hype, but it's not number one. Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know. Space Skyrim or Final Fantasy 16. Come on, man. Oh my god, y'all crack me up. Let me see. In my opinion, Bethesda has been going downhill. Facts. It's true. Like it's just I haven't been excited for a Bethesda game since what Fallout 4. I think that was the last big Bethesda game that I ever got hyped for. I haven't. I don't know. Starfield. I'm still like, it hasn't hit me. We all know 76 Fallout 76 was not the greatest thing ever. It just for some reason it's just I'm not that excited for it as I once was. I think so. I don't know. But again, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Oh boy, that's tough. That's tough. Y'all, the amount of hours I put into Breath of the Wild is ridiculous. I put in so many hours into Breath of the Wild. Ah, man. I don't know. It's between Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Final Fantasy 16. The thing is, the Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, it's going to be just as big as Breath of the Wild, if not bigger. In fact, I think they might have said it's even bigger than Breath of the Wild. And I loved Breath of the Wild, dog. I don't really care much for Legend of Zelda. It's just junk food game. Fair. Fallout 4 was hype, right? I'm using my little keyboard. Bethesda trash. Final Fantasy 16 because story will be 1000% better than Legend of Zelda. I feel like 16 is just more hype for me personally, just because of the fact that I'm excited for the next Final Fantasy like mainline entry. I'm excited for the story. Zelda, I don't know, man. You know what it is? I know Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is going to be giving me the same thing of Breath of the Wild. Like it's kind of like once you've already had that first game, now you're getting the sequel, you kind of know what to expect already. Of course there'll be certain things that are going to be different, but it's going to be more or less right, more of just Breath of the Wild but to a different degree or whatever. So I do think I'm going to stick it with Final Fantasy 16 for most anticipated game. So it's going to go Final Fantasy 16, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Starfield, and then Hogwarts Legacy. That's what I'm locking in. Well, you're only locking one, but that's my overall ranking, I think. I honestly, yeah, Legend of Zelda, I'm extremely hyped for it, but I don't think I'm as excited for that as I am for Final Fantasy 16. If I'm keeping it a buck, honestly. I'm keeping it a buck. Final Fantasy 16 looks violent. Yo, dude, Final Fantasy 16 looks like it's taking it back to more of like war, right? And they're going through the different nations and stuff like that. Just from what we've seen about like the dominants, which are the individuals who are able to house like, or not even house, I think, but be able to control like the like summon spirit or whatever. I forget what they're called. the icons, I believe they're called. The story just seems so freaking rad, so badass. Plus, I don't know about you guys, but I'm at that point where like I'm playing PlayStation 5 a lot, right? I'm all up in the current generation of gaming and everything. Like Zelda's gonna be hype as hell. I just don't think I'm as excited for that, knowing that I feel like it's just gonna be right a continue. It's gonna. I mean, it's obviously gonna be the sequel of Breath of the Wild, but I just don't think it's gonna give me the same level of hype as like first seeing Breath of the Wild for the first time, right? Like I already know what to expect for the most part. So I'm gonna go Final Fantasy 16 for me personally. That's just what I'm gonna go with. Oh boy, 76. Fall 76 eventually got good. It just got boring unless you're playing with a friend. Facts. And Brian, we did play that game a couple times. It just didn't hit, right? I mean, we tried, it just didn't hit. All right, so Final Fantasy 16. We're locking in. Next category. Here we go. Best adaptation. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. I'm gonna keep it 1,000%, dog. I already know where my vote's going for this, but I think it's gonna like differ from all you guys. So to be fair, I haven't watched two of these. To be fair, so that's gonna automatically, obviously, make my decision change. Your guys' decisions might be different, but I can already tell you I haven't watched two of these. So first one is Arcane League of Legends. I never watched it. However, I heard a lot about it, and I know it's good. Like I heard a lot about that show. That's on Netflix. If you don't know, so that's one of them. The second one though is the one that I'm gonna vote. That I'm putting my vote in for sure. Cyberpunk Edgerunners was badass. It was so freaking good. Hold on, I need to reach. Please tell me y'all have watched Edgerunners. Hold on, let me catch up with my chat here. I see Sonic 2, which Sonic 2 is fair. If Cyberpunk Edgerunners didn't come out, I would have picked Sonic 2 without a doubt, 100%. But I see some Sonic 2s. Uncharted was mid. I see some Edgerunners. Cuphead is hilarious. See, I never watched Cuphead, so that's probably gonna mess me up a little bit. I never watched it. Neverland is saying Sonic. Sonic is fair. Sonic is fair. Yo, what's up, Lord Rakuming? Lord Rakuming, real quickly, if you haven't already, I need to see your vote for this. What are you picking for your best adaptation from a video game to a different form of entertainment medium? But I see some Sonics. It's between Cuphead and Sonic 2. Interesting. Okay. Uncharted wasn't that good. Cuphead was okay. Uncharted wasn't bad. I didn't think it was bad at all. I thought it was okay. There was just so many things where I think it was the casting. I think I wasn't really prepared. Not prepared, but I think I just wasn't the biggest fan of Tom Holland, playing Nathan Drake, and this just going more of like, I know he's not supposed to be like super young. I feel like, I don't know. My point was, I don't think I liked it from the angle of the fact that they maybe wanted to go for like a younger Drake, right? A younger Sully and stuff like that. I just didn't jive with it. Doesn't mean it was a bad movie. It was like an okay movie. It just wasn't anything crazy for me. But I see Cuphead, Sonic. No spoilers. Watch Cuphead. It's funny. Vote Sonic. Had to pick Sonic just because best video game to the big screen adaptation without butchering it. You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. Sonic the movie Sonic the first movie and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, amazing. Like you're not wrong, bro. Amazing soundtrack, amazing. It's got the Sonic hype, right? I mean, Knuckles. Idris's Knuckles was amazing. It was good. Like it actually was really freaking good. So I can't lie. Like y'all are right about that. But I'm gonna have to go with Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I'm sorry, bro. Plus Jim Carrey played Eggman, so he did. I know. I'm sorry. He did. He really did play. He really did play Eggman really well. In fact, I'm even sad because I don't even know if we're getting Jim Carrey back as Eggman. Don't even get me started on that. That's actually gonna get me really upset because if I'm not mistaken, I think he was done right with like I think doing movies or something like that. But regardless, I still had to pick Cyberpunk Edgerunners. That anime was the show, I think it was whatever, anime show. It was just so damn good. I loved it so much. The characters were so good. Oh my God. I already forgot some of the names of the characters, but just like the overall story, right, of the main character and just joining that group, his whole thing of like not fitting in and everything, and his relationship with his mom, and just like it was just so good seeing his character like throughout the whole anime and everything. It was just so good. It was a well executed story. In fact, it was so good that it got me back into playing Cyberpunk. That's how good it was. I think he's retiring. Okay, yeah, I did see stuff like that from the OG game. Later haters. Are you sure you're a fan? Yeah, I am a fan, but it's been a minute. I just know that when I watched it, it was so freaking good. Listen, I already forgot some of the characters' names. I'm not gonna lie about it, but it was dope. I just remember it was dope as hell. The story, I remember watching it and just being like, oh my god, this was really good. It was really good. Don't even ask me about the Sonic movie. I don't remember that either. I have a terrible memory. I just know from what I remember from Cyberpunk Edgerunners, it was so good that it got me into playing the game. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I can remember because don't even ask me the story about Uncharted and then the other two I didn't even watch. So I don't remember the full stories for any of them. I just remember specific moments. Like just the actual animation for Cyberpunk Edgerunners was godly. The action sequences were really good. Again, soundtrack was so freaking good. But it had really good like just moments of like story that I was like, yo, this is hitting. This is hitting hard, bro. Like him wanting to fit in and finding a crew and stuff like that and just like feeling like he was alone, the stuff that he was doing to make the money, him just going absolutely mad with getting the Machina and the mech and everything and just becoming less of a person. Like, dude, it was a beautiful story. I don't remember the names and crap. That's how bad it is, but it was, I promise you, it was good, dude. Yeah, Antonio Banderas was the villain too. I don't know. It was weird Uncharted, but real quick, let's just get past this. Ranking wise, I'm gonna go Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and then Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And then again, I didn't see Cuphead or Arcane, so I'm gonna go Uncharted, and then I'll just go the Cuphead show and then Arcane last. I didn't see those two, the Cuphead show and Arcane League of Legends, so I can't talk nothing about it. But Cyberpunk, Sonic the Hedgehog, Uncharted, Cuphead, and Arcane. All right, let's put my vote in. Cyberpunk. Next category. Best debuted indie. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio. I'm going to keep it a buck. Only one of these games I played, and the rest, for the most part, except for one, I've kind of watched some gameplay and I've seen a little bit about it, but I never got a chance to actually playing it. So this is going to be skewed and biased for me, but I'm going to go for Stray because that is the one that I did play. Stray was just fantastic. I absolutely loved it. It was an amazing story. Playing as a cat was kind of weird. I'm not a big cat person, so like this was like a new one for me. But I enjoyed it. I thought the story was what really compelled me the most. The world building, the actual environments, and everything. It was cool. I really dug it. Now, to be fair, I heard lots of amazing things about Tunic. I know it's a good game. I just never played it, so it's not going to be in my favor for this. Vampire Survivors. This game, everybody keeps talking about this, and this is another one where I know I've never played. I know I never played Vampire Survivors. Norco, I have no idea what that is. I don't even think I've ever even heard of it, so I don't know where that came from, but cool. Neon White, I wanted to play this game. I just never got a chance to get to it. I just never did. I was so close to buying it once, but then I ended up just holding off. But from what I've seen, Neon White is dope as hell. But I do think I'm gonna just stick it with the only one that I actually did play, which is Stray. To be fair, so if I had to rank it, I'm gonna go Stray, Neon White, Tunic, Vampire Survivors, and then Norco. But again, I haven't played all of them, so I'm just curious. What am I seeing in chat for this? Has anybody played any of these games? I'm just seeing a lot of Stray. Easy clap, Stray. A Stray or Tunic, that's fair. Honestly, dude, Tunic, I heard a lot of good things about. I know Tunic's a good game because I remember looking at it. It reminded me of, it kind of reminded me of Zelda, but it was a specific game that it reminded me more of that's on an iPhone. It's gonna bother. Oh, Oceanhorn. I don't know if you guys ever remember the game like on iPhone or it's probably on Android too. It's called like Oceanhorn. Same art style and everything. It just reminded me of like that, but it was like basically kind of like a Zelda clone, I think, or something like that. So I know it's a good game. Same thing with Vampire Survivors. I know it's a great game, but I didn't play any of those. But for the one that I did play, which is Stray, I'm gonna pick that one. And then, like I said, Neon White would go next for my interest, and then Tunic, and then Vampire Survivors, and then Norco. So we'll go Stray. All right, next category. Content Creator of the Year. This is so wild to me. For a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2022. Now, I don't know. I'm not going to act like I watch these people. I've just seen clips of them and I know some of the content that they've done or whatever. To be fair, I'll tell you right now, who I don't know at all is Nobru. I don't know who the hell Nobru is. Probably a cool dude, but I don't know who that is. So he's automatically like bottom. The other ones, the only one that I actually like content wise that I've actually consumed, and I'm going to hold out Nebelian for this one because he goes in a separate thing for me. But Ludwig, I've seen a lot of his clips and stuff like that. So like I know somewhat if he does. I think he's pretty entertaining. He's pretty cool. Cutie Cinderella, I've seen some of her clips too. So I get that. I can see that. Carl Jacobs is the one where I don't know that much about, to be honest, at all. I absolutely don't know absolutely anything on Carl Jacobs. So I just seen him. I know his name. So he goes like a step above Nobru. So in fifth, we have Nobru. In fourth, we have Carl Jacobs. I'm going to go third, Cutie Cinderella, and then second, Ludwig. But I have to bring back in Nibelian now. Nibelian absolutely deserves this. And I think the part here where people are kind of getting annoyed and just not happy about this, him being in here, people are saying he doesn't do content, right? He doesn't do YouTube and stuff like that. But the thing is, he does Twitter. For anybody who doesn't follow Nibelian on Twitter, bro, it has to be Nibelian. He posts up all the gaming news so freaking quickly, and he does a great job of breaking the information down into easy bits to digest and just to understand. But he was always so quick to get like the news sources, like the news on top of the news, good screenshots to use. Like I know a lot of media outlets have used them. I personally used them in a lot of my work, and any of my published writing works, I've used them as a source. Any of my YouTube work, I've used them as a source. Like he's so accurate and so spot on. And also he's a cool person on Twitter. He's like, I've interacted with him a couple of times. And so I have to pick him. But I have seen a lot of people not happy with the fact that Nibelian's even in here because they feel like it should be someone who does YouTube or does like, TikTok or Twitch and stuff like that. But I think that's fair. I'm kind of curious. I'm actually kind of happy to see that you guys are actually saying Nibelian too. There's actually a lot of people here saying Nibelian, which is pretty dope. Some people are saying Kagi for Nibelian. Go next category, please. Why isn't Elon Musk on this list? I hate you guys so much. TikTok. Yeah, believe it or not, there's people who like post up gaming stuff on TikTok, and there's people who do like podcasts and stuff. Have you guys not have entered the gaming TikTok? Gaming TikTok has like a lot of interesting stuff, but there's people who post up like there are like gaming news and stuff like that on TikTok. Like it is another platform, whether you want to believe it or not. But I agree, just like everybody else agrees too. Nibelian is the go-to. He deserves it, which is kind of sad because Nibelian also left Twitter too. So I think that's where it's even more sad is that like if he wins this, which I think he might win this. Honestly, he might win this. I wonder if he'll come back to YouTube or not to YouTube. Sorry. I wonder if he'll come back to Twitter. That'd be really cool to see that. All right. Next category, best multiplayer game for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. Oof, this is tough. Well, this is a pretty interesting category. Let's go through this. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I only played the beta, but let me just say, I played the beta and I loved it, dog. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was actually a hell of a lot of fun. To be fair, I have also fell off of Call of Duty for years. And for some reason, this was the first Call of Duty that I wanted to just kind of like play it and just get a feel for it again because it's been so long. But I'm not going to lie, it felt good and I actually kind of enjoyed it. With that said, that's the first game, right? The next one is Multiverses. And this is where I think my vote's going to go because Multiverses was the game that I got super excited for and it finally came out. And I played it, and I freaking played the crap out of this game. There was a good minute where I was playing this game nonstop. And so out of all the games here, this is the one that I've actually played versus the other ones of having played like a little bit of it or watching some stuff on it. Multiverses probably so far takes my vote simply because, right, it's another platform fighter, right? It's basically like a Smash clone, but it's with the WB characters. So Shaggy versus Batman and stuff like that. Rick and Morty's in the game now. I think they just added Black Adam. Like there's going to be some dope characters being added into this. I can't wait till they add like the Harry Potter characters and stuff like that. So right now my vote goes to Multiverses. It just sucks because I also kind of fell off of the game. I don't play it as much anymore. But I don't know about you guys, but that game, when it came out, though, I was playing the crap out of it. It was so much fun. I'm seeing definitely now Overwatch 2. I'd vote TMNT. I heard it's awesome. I've heard. I see some Multiverses. Modern Warfare 2 I haven't played the remastered yet. TMNT wasn't bad. I'm seeing Overwatch 2 is a remaster. Fair. I recommend not voting for Multiverses because HBO Max canceled a shit ton of cartoons. Wait, did it though? I don't know about the cartoon stuff. I personally have seen them cancel like the more like the live action TV shows from what I remember. Like I know they canceled no, Titans is still there. I think Doom Patrol is still there. I think it was like okay. I think it was a mixture of like some TV shows, scripted stuff that they want to do on top of movie stuff. Like I know like the Batgirl movie that was gonna be like getting filmed and never. Well, I think it got filmed, but I remember that got scratched. But I don't know too much about that rest of that stuff about the rest of that statement. Pretty much, they did when they merged with Discovery. Movies and shows they kill close enough that pissed me off. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about that, but I do know. Yeah, they did cancel some stuff. But so far, the game though has not had any issues. Like I feel like if anything, the game has been getting the amount of support that it should be getting in terms of like adding the different amount of characters in there. Like there's a good mix of like movie characters, right? DC characters, some of your favorite TV show characters. So far, I'm gonna still keep it Multiverses as my vote. So Multiverses number one, Call of Duty Modern Warfare number two. Overwatch 2, I got to play like a snippet of it, but it's like you guys said, it really does just feel like Overwatch 1. Like I don't know too much of how much of it is a difference. I also didn't play a lot of it too. So again, this is just my personal vote, but I'm going to say keep it as Multiverses at number one, Call of Duty still at number two, Overwatch will stay at three. I've never gotten into Splatoon 3. I actually got to play Splatoon 3 at PAX West. I enjoyed it, but at the end of the day, I just don't get into Splatoon 3. I really don't get into it. It's just not for me. So that's actually that's gonna actually stay in fourth. That's not even gonna go above Overwatch. I'll still keep Overwatch at number three. So Splatoon 3 will stay at number four. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. I know it's a good game, and I did actually get to play. Was it this one? I got to play one of them, and I don't remember at PAX East if it was this one or the other one, or the collection one. It might have been this one, and it was fun. But I mean, hear me out. It was fun, but it's not going past Overwatch 2 and not Call of Duty Modern Warfare for me personally. I'm gonna keep it at that. I enjoy a good beat 'em up. I just don't jive that crazy for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Sorry, it's just not my biggest thing for whatever reason. I just don't. They're cool. They're just not that cool to me for whatever reason. I don't get with them like that. So I'm gonna go like this: Multiverses, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Overwatch 2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will at least go at number four. And then Splatoon 3 will go at number five. I don't care about Splatoon even more than I don't care about too much for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I'm going to go with that. I'd rather play Team Fortress 2 than Overwatch 2. That's fair. I don't think Lethal played Overwatch 2. He doesn't understand how bad it is. Dude, I played like one match. But to be fair, it really just felt like what I remember of Overwatch 1. That's it. I mean, dude, I could barely even get into it the first day. But again, I play like a game. That's exactly where my thought process is going for my vote for it. So it's not getting the vote anyway. So Multiverses, that's it. That's the pick for me. So we're going to pick that one. Previous category. Best sports and racing. See, this is another category I have nothing to vote on. For the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game, NBA 2K23, FIFA 23, F1 22, Ollie Ollie World, and then Gran Turismo 7. I didn't play any of these. I looked into Ollie Ollie World. It looked pretty cool. I looked into Gran Turismo 7. It looked beautiful, in my opinion. NBA 2K23. I haven't played an NBA game in forever. FIFA games are always fun. I just didn't play this. I didn't play this one, though. I mean, what do you guys pick? I see GT7s in the chat. I mean, we could just go GT7. I mean, if I had to pick off of just what I would want to pick, honestly, I think I'd pick GT7 or FIFA 23. Like, I love FIFA games. Like, I mean, like I said, I love them, but I enjoy playing FIFA games. But I don't really have a vote for this if I'm keeping a buck with you. Ollie Ollie World, because it's not a yearly sports game. It started, but they changed it a lot. Gran Turismo. Okay, I'm gonna go for Gran Turismo. That's probably where I would go anyways. I'm gonna go on the fact that the game looks really, really good, and I saw the customization and different cars and stuff like that. Again, just not my thing. So we're just gonna keep it moving after this. Best simulation and strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. I can tell you guys right now, my answer is going to be Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. The rest of these games, I don't probably ever care for, didn't really play. And to be fair, I haven't played Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, but I did play the first Mario Rabbids game, and it was a crap ton of fun. So I already know I'm going to enjoy the second game. I want to play it. It's just not happening anytime soon. There's way too many games to play, and it's just not on my list. But I played the first one, and I know the second one looks like it's a lot of the first one with some cool new things to it. But the rest, Dune Spice Wars, I think I saw the trailer for that. I don't care for it though. Total War Hammer. I never really get into those games. I know there's a big love for that, but again, not my thing. 2 Point Campus. I don't even know what that is. And then Victoria 3. I don't even know what that is. So Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope for me. This is a pretty easy one. There was a Dune video game. I don't play that category. That's fair. I'm actually going to start playing Warhammer with my brother. I mean, honestly, I know a lot of people enjoy the Warhammer games and like the Total War games. Like I know there's a big fan base for it. I know that much. I play 2 Point Campus. It's hard. It's a hard escape room. Okay. Yeah. I mean, my vote again will be for Mario Rabbids. I couldn't even tell you about the other games because I don't really know anything about them. All right. So we're good with that. Next category. Best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which is another one I want to play. Like, this is a game that I want to play. I just never got to it because it came out at a time where I don't even know what I was playing. I must have been playing something else. I don't even know. But I didn't get a chance to play that one. Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga. Okay. Mario Rabbids again, Sparks of Hope. It's one that I do definitely want to play. Nintendo Switch Sports. I saw that. I didn't really get into it. And you guys know how I feel about Splatoon 3. That's a no-no. I'll tell you right now, Splatoon 3 is dead last at 5. Lego Star Wars can go at number 4. Nintendo Switch Sports can go at number 3 for me. And then I am torn between what I want to vote. Between Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope or Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Oh, man. Interesting. So Kirby was so good. Yeah, I know Brian played Kirby. I think he did. He enjoyed it. I wanted to play Kirby. I forgot what game came out that I just didn't play it. Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. It's another one that I do want to play too. I don't know. It's butt cheeks. Dude, Lego Star Wars is open world and hilarious. I don't know. The Lego Star Wars games, like they were fun at one point, but I kind of got tired of them for me personally. Switch Sports because it gets addictive or it gets active. Okay, that's fair. I mean, again, I played like the old school like the Wii Sports, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't really care for that for this time around. I think I'm gonna pick I'm gonna pick Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Forbidden West came out around the same time as Kirby, I think. Yeah, I'm more than positive there was a game that came out that made me not play Kirby because I was going to get Kirby and then I held off because I was like, I'm just going to wait. So I'm going to go for Kirby, I think, on this one. But Mario and Rabbids would easily go like interchangeable, I think. I think I just have more of a, like, what I'm going to play between the two of them. Which one am I going to play first? It's definitely going to be Kirby. I really want to play that Kirby game. All right. Kirby's voted. Next category. Best fighting game. For the best game design primarily around head-to-head combat, you have Dungeons and Fighters Duel, which I actually covered this game on a video, but I didn't actually play it, but it looks really cool. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. I'm surprised that's on there, but that's pretty cool. The King of Fighters. I know a lot of people love the King of Fighters. That's another one. Multiverses. I'm probably going to pick Multiverses and then Sifu. There's been a lot of controversy on this category for Sifu being here because people feel like Sifu should be more of action and not on a category that's meant for like fighting games, more specifically like traditional fighting. So I think a lot of people were like surprised to see Sifu here, but I don't know. I need to buy Sifu or Multiverses. Sifu. Actually, you guys are all saying Sifu. Wow. But I vote for that. I mean, here's the thing. It's already on the category, to be fair. And Sifu is another one that I do want to play. I just never got a chance to playing it, but I watched so much coverage on this that it kind of feels like I played it without actually playing it. But for me, it would be between Multiverses and Sifu. We did give Multiverses already, right? The one award or the one vote. I do want to make sure Sifu does get an award for a win for something because the game is fire as hell though. All-Star Battle JoJo is a really good game, right? I have no idea. Multiverse is a traditional fighting game. Same for Smash Bros. I mean, I guess that's fair, but I mean, it's traditional in the sense that like, right, it's a platform fighter or it's a 2D side-scrolling fighter or whatever. Sifu isn't any of those. Sifu is almost like it's an action game. I guess I will go for. I guess I give it to Sifu. I legit the reason why I want to give it to Sifu, I want to make sure Sifu gets an award. I still think the game deserves an award. I think Multiverses will get an award, honestly, from that other category. But I could be wrong. But I truly just want Sifu to get an award. So I think I'm gonna put it here. I vote for Sifu. Okay, honestly, I think I'm gonna vote for Sifu. All right, we're gonna vote for Sifu. Screw it. Let's just vote for Sifu. Let's be real. I would prefer Sifu over Multiverses any day, to be honest. Let's go next category. Best role playing game. For the best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. This is a wild one. This is an absolute wild one, dog. James Paget too, Luther. You're so funny and handsome. Thank you, James. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing good, dude. Give to see if it deserves it. Facts. No, it did. It did. Bro, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was released in 2013. I see Elden Rings and I see Live Alive. Wait, you plays Atomic? You played Live Alive? You liked it? I haven't played Live Alive. I haven't. I want to. I played the demo. I played the demo that came out that lets you try out the first chapter for two of the characters. Absolutely loved it. I just didn't get around to actually getting the game. Um, Pokemon Legend Arceus was a good time. That was such a good time. I enjoyed that. In fact, that was that like I loved Arceus when we played that. Okay. The next one is Triangle Strategy. I'm gonna skip that. I want it's another one that I do. It's another RPG that I do want to play, but I just don't got time for it. It hasn't been on my radar. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and Elden Ring. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's where my vote. That's where my competition is at right now. Elden Ring and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Now I know y'all in the chat are all saying Elden Ring, but let me tell y'all about a game called Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Let me just tell you about this game. It was beautiful. And if you played the rest of the Xenoblade Chronicles games, this game had I mean, obviously it's the third game, right? It's the sequel. It has a lot of the same combat, but it just had so much many more new mechanics that it added to it. Bro, but the soundtrack, the story, also the little like Easter egg cameo stuff from previous games to be in the third game, the acting, it was just for Xenoblade Chronicles game, it was just so good. The main characters of like Noah and his squad, and then Mio and her squad, dude, it was a beautiful game. It had a beautiful story. It had a really good story that again tied up the stories of the three games. Oh boy, Elden Ring or Xenoblade? Facts. I'm glad to see everybody else is feeling the same way. Elden Ring or Xenoblade? No, but it's OG SquareSoft game, so it's amazing. I've heard. Just vote for Xenoblade because it has a good story. I heard. I need to get back in Xenoblade 2. It just sucks. The game broke me 3 times over. Here's the thing: Elden Ring is an amazing game. Like I don't want to discredit Elden Ring, but I think Elden Ring is also in different categories, and so there's a very good chance that Elden Ring will take home Game of the Year, and so that's why like for me, I would rather stick this to a game that deserves the praise, deserves the acclaim, the reward. Like it deserves a title for best role playing game. And I gotta say, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That's it. That's it. It's done. I voted. It's done. Elden Ring references Berserk. Yeah, with the big sword. Yeah, 100%. You're right. But it's not Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I'm gonna just keep it there because I'm telling you, Elden Ring will win game. It might win Game of the Year, but I think it's in like several other categories. So I want Xenoblade Chronicles to get one, and if there's one for it to get, I want to get this one. I don't care. Got Elden Ring. Haven't played yet. Just started Sekiro. First From Soft game I played. Oh my god, Neverland. You're gonna love it. It is so freaking good. You're gonna love. Elden Ring was amazing. Like it's literally one of the best games you're ever gonna play. And if you're new to FromSoft, to the Souls like games, I think it's a good introductory to get into that genre. So you're gonna enjoy it. 100%. You're gonna enjoy it, and it will. After playing this game, you will want to play like the rest of the games if you haven't already. But again, my votes for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It's just a fantastic game and a story that needs to be just played. Best action adventure: A Plague Tale Requiem. Oh, sorry. Let me read the actual category. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. A Plague Tale Requiem, I did not play, so I can't put that into my vote, unfortunately. But I did play the first one. The first one was really good, but I have not played the newest one yet. God of War Ragnarok. Y'all, I just beat this game was it yesterday? Yeah, I just beat this game yesterday. It was so freaking good. Like so goddamn good. It's already I think my game of the year. I don't know yet. I don't know. But let's save that topic. Let's save that for game of the year for that discussion. But I'm gonna say right now, God of War Ragnarok is number one for best action adventure. Horizon Forbidden West. So Stray and Tunic are awesome games. Stray for sure. I played that one. Tunic I didn't play it, but from what I've heard you guys say and from what I know, from what I've seen, great game. Horizon Forbidden West. I see right here Horizon ass. Let's be honest, Playtale really is good, but God of War. I know. Playtale was really good. The first one was good. The second one looks like it's really good. I just haven't played it yet, so it's not going to get any votes from me, unfortunately. Valkyrie Elysium should have been on the RPG category. Got it. And then God of War. God of War is what The Last of Us 2 should have been. Dude, I don't. Let's not get into spoiler stuff. Atomic, avoid spoiler stuff, right? Well, let's save that for when I do my. I want to do another live stream talking about God of War Ragnarok. We're gonna do a live stream on that as like a spoiler cast. Just talk about it, go nuts. But Horizon Forbidden West. Here's my thing. It's gonna go to God of War Ragnarok because unfortunately God of War Ragnarok is just a much better game. But Horizon Forbidden West probably would have taken it for me for this category if it wasn't for God of War Ragnarok. But one thing I just want to mention for Horizon Forbidden West, this was such a better game than the first one, but I still have moments where I'm still not fully like invested into the world that is like, right. Well, in this case, it was the Forbidden West, but just the universe of Horizon, aside from the dope ass monsters, right? The like all the different animals, besides them, like the actual characters, I have a hard time just caring for, I think. Combat is much better in this game, right? Gameplay feels much better, and it is a much more beautiful looking game. Like the environments and everything were freaking stunning, bro. Like it was a beautiful game. But I just for some reason just never can connect much with the story. It's just something about it I just don't jive with. And also, same thing with Aloy. I'm just not the craziest Aloy fan, but I like her. I'm just like not that captivated by her. I don't know what it is. She just always felt like a little bit like a flat character, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the acting performance. For whatever it is, I just don't get so invested by her and some of the other characters too. Like I don't get too crazy for it. Like that's the problem though. And again, it's a good. I think still though, it's still an amazing open world game. Like this is probably one of the best open world games you could play this year. That's like without a doubt a fact, bro. It's just for some reason I just can't get invested into the story of it. But I still think the universe itself is really cool. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. If they kept this same universe, right? The same thing with the machines and the animals, the post-apocalyptic world, right, and all this stuff, but you change Aloy for another character, I might be down for that. Like I probably won't miss Aloy. I'm being honest. If they found some like another character to like put into this world and make you want to like get invested in, I would probably be hyped for that because there's just something about Aloy I just don't get crazy for. I don't know what it is. Let me see. Forbidden West was leagues above the prequel. Whatever Gorilla was in the game, they need to keep doing it. Got you with that. Let me talk to you about story spoilers and voice chat. I need to discuss with someone. Got you. That's fair. Haven't played God anymore. Got sick last stream. Didn't have to replace it. Never learned. Definitely play it. Rodrigo saying too repetitive, which I can understand. I think that is a part of it too, right? I think that was my problem with the first game, Rodrigo. It was super repetitive. It was super boring. The pacing was so bad. The story was just not. It was interesting, but it didn't really get interesting to like the ending of the game. Whereas the sequel, I think it did better story-wise, somewhat, at least to keep me interested. There was more interesting characters, but I still come back to the problem of like just not caring enough story-wise. But it's still fun to play. It's just not story-wise. I just don't really get into it as much. Instead of Aloy, we get Metallica. Anyways, let's put my vote in. It's gonna be God of War Ragnarok. Let's just face it. Honestly, I'm down for a God of War Ragnarok sweep. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have no problem seeing God of War Ragnarok just take all the damn awards. That's just my thoughts on it. All right, next category. Best action game. See, this is where Sifu deserves to get that award, honestly, in my opinion. This, like right now, I'm going to pick Sifu. Bayonetta 3, I heard, is freaking insane and amazing. I played Bayonetta 1. I still need to play Bayonetta 2. So at some point I'll get to Bayonetta 2 and then eventually Bayonetta 3. Call of Duty could win this too. There's a big Call of Duty fan base out there. Team NT maybe could take it, but again, I never played it. Neon White, again, awesome game. I just never played it either. Sifu, again, I never played it, but I watched a lot on it. But I would say Sifu is my vote for this one. I don't know about you guys. I think it's a pretty easy Sifu one to take this one. I stopped playing the original Horizon after the PS4 deleted my save after the crash. Oof, that sucks. God bless Seafood. Yeah, I'm going to go Seafood for this one. I don't play VR games, so best VR and AR for the best game experience, playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. After the Fall, I don't know what this is, but it looks really cool. Among Us, I can only imagine that's got to be super fun in VR. Bone Lab, I don't know anything about it. Moss, I don't know anything about it. Red Matter, I don't know anything about it. I'm probably gonna go for Among Us VR, unless you guys feel like there should be a game that gets the recognition. I don't know if anybody actually plays VR games. All right, y'all are all saying Among Us. All right, never mind. Among Us it is. Everybody's saying Among Us. I would love to play Among Us in VR. That just sounds like so much fun. I just don't have a VR headset yet. Don't be so sleep though, Among Us. Facts. You're right. You're right. Innovation in accessibility. Oh boy, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. As Dusk Falls is one of them. God of War Ragnarok, Return to Monkey Island, Last of Us Part 1, and The Quarry. So, I didn't play Last of Us Part 1, the remake. Obviously, I played the original and the remaster, but I didn't play the remake that they did, or the remaster, whatever you want to call it. God of War Ragnarok, I did play, and I did mess with some of the accessibility settings, and there's a crap ton of them. So I know that game has a ton of accessibility settings. To be fair, I never played The Quarry, I never played Return to Monkey Island, and never played As Dusk Fall, so I can't speak on those games at all. If you guys have, let me know. But in terms of accessibilities, I know from what I've even seen from the marketing and everything, The Last of Us Part 1 put in a crap ton of accessibility stuff in there. In God of War Ragnarok, I got to play. Obviously, I played the game and I got to like mess around with some of the stuff, tweaking around some of the settings and stuff like that. Honestly, it can go to either or. It can go to either or, in my opinion. Either God of War Ragnarok or Last of Us Part 1. And I know both of those studios, both Sony Santa Monica and Naughty Dog, put a lot of pride into like accessibility stuff. So I would feel right to give it to them too. Quarry trash. Why is Last of Us 1 even on there? Well, this is for accessibility. Remember, this is for like just options to make it easier for people to play the games. And I remember watching a whole thing on The Last of Us. Like they did a lot. They made it so you can change like the color options on a game to make it easier to see. Better options for text, I think it was. There's like so many different things. But I know both games really did it. Some of you guys are saying Monkey Island. Monkey Island was fun. God of War, Return to Monkey Island, and As Dusk Falls, I'm saying here. Vote for Monkey Island. Point and click. It needs more love. It does need more love, but I don't know if this is the category for it, in my opinion. I'm gonna go and do my personal thing, and I can't. Again, I didn't play Last of Us Part 1, the remaster or whatever, so I can't. It's not fair to pick it when I didn't really play it. But the one that I actually did play and I can vouch for my vote, it's gonna go to God of War Ragnarok. So we're gonna put it with that one. But I'm glad to see that you guys are calling out what's it called, like Monkey Island and stuff like that, and As Dusk Falls. So that's cool to see, like, other games making sure like accessibility is an important factor into it. That's cool. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. I see Apex Legends, Destiny 2. It's usually the same games. Fortnite, No Man's Sky, and Final Fantasy 14. I've played Final Fantasy 14 for a little bit. I tried out the game for a little bit. Destiny 2, I played a little bit of. Fortnite, I always come back to Fortnite. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my vote might go to Fortnite, just because it's the one game that seems to always get me to come back, because they add a skin or whatever that I'm like, yo, I'm gonna buy it just to play with my friends for like a day. But let me see. I see Final Fantasy 14. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky's been getting crazy updates. Really, Final Fantasy 14 is amazing. Fortnite is trash now. Yo, I mean, honestly, we can give it to No Man's Sky. We can make it like a community. It's a community nomination or category. So like, you guys are saying No Man's Sky's been getting a lot more updates. I can go for No Man's Sky. I'm down for it. Final Fantasy 14, they made that into a monster of a game. I mean, that's fair too. This vote can go to any of them, honestly. Okay, never mind. Now you guys are all saying Final Fantasy 14. All right, fine. We'll go Final Fantasy 14. Let's just do it. Best mobile game. Ooh, okay. For the best game playable on a mobile device, Diablo Immortal, terrible game. We're not even gonna talk about that one. Apex Legends Mobile, I'm sure it's great. Not gonna play that one. Genshin Impact. I put a good amount of hours into Genshin Impact this year, but this year was also the year where I finally got out of Genshin Impact. Like, I'm finally done with that game. I moved on. Goodbye. It's no longer a thing. This game is definitely getting my vote, but I want to talk about it after I talk about the other game that I put a good amount of hours into this year as well, and that is Tower of Fantasy. This game popped up on my timeline all the time, and I feel like it was like on my timeline for a minute when it first came out. And Tower Fantasy was dope. I hope y'all have actually played Tower Fantasy because it was actually a really freaking fun game. It's basically another Genshin Impact, but set in a more of like a technological cyberpunkish fantasy, cyberpunk fantasy, cool mesh between the two. But it was a really, really good game. And in fact, if you guys are like big into Genshin, you should look into Tower Fantasy. You might actually like it. My thing was the acting just wasn't on the same level as Genshin Impact, and some of like the animation for cutscenes and stuff like that was really cool. But in terms of like, if I had to put this against like Genshin Impact, I think is better. But the game that I have to give my vote to is Marvel Snap. Yo, Marvel Snap is so much fun, bro. You have to play this game. I am not the biggest card playing person. Like I'm not big into like the TCG scene. I'm not really into trading card games. It's not my thing. I was once into Yu-Gi-Oh! Big, and then I fell out of it. Marvel Snap brought me back into TCG games. You guys have to play Marvel Snap. It is a game that so far since it's come out, I have not had to really spend any money. I've spent money because I wanted to, not because I felt like I had to. And I think that's the best part about this game is that it is a mobile game, and with the mobile game comes microtransactions, right? It comes with in-game purchases and crap like that. That's just native most of the time with mobile games. But this game does an amazing job of making you not have to spend any money. So you guys have to play this game. Give it a shot. And plus, it's Marvel, right? It's Marvel characters. The card animations are amazing. The way you progress your level up in this game is just well done. The daily missions so far are really good. Nothing that's just stupidly absurd. Like literally for a mobile game, it does a really good job, I think. Why isn't DB Legends? Shut up. I hate you guys. Oh my god. Agree on the movies. I like the Loki show on Disney Plus. Really good. I hate card games. Never could get into TCG. Marvel Snap, even their movies are getting boring now. Never played any Diablo. I don't know if I can play mobile after growing up on the OG PC game. Never learned. I heard Diablo Immortal was just really bad. I played it, but I did actually put some hours into Diablo Immortal, but then I saw like the microtransaction stuff, and I was like, nah, I'm done. What a massive water bottles. I know. Y'all get your gallon of water in. I promise you. All right, Marvel Snap. My vote next. All right, we're finally into the last 10 categories. Best indie game. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Cult of the Lamb, which I know a lot of people love Cult of the Lamb. I've heard nothing but great things for it. Neon White, we've talked about already. Seafood, we talked about already. Stray, we talked about already. And Tunic, we talked about already. For me personally, I've only played the one, which is Stray. So I am going to put my vote for Stray, but Sifu should deserve this. But I've already voted for Sifu twice now. But I think Sifu and Stray should get it. But to be fair, I actually played Stray, and I do think Stray needs to get some recognition. And Stray was a really good game. Blue 12 Studio, Annapurna is an amazing publisher. They do publish some of the best games you're gonna play with amazing stories, amazing worlds. Like you really should try out Stray if you haven't already, though. So I'm gonna give it to Stray for this one. C4 Stray, yep, I figured. I'll play on Legends right now. Cult of Lamb is pretty damn good. Honestly, Cult of Lamb, let's be real. Cult of the Lamb will probably take this one because I think there's way more people that enjoy Cult of the Lamb than anything else here. I know everybody loved that game, but I think personally I will go with Stray. Lethal, gift me Stray so I can play. I wish I could, dog. I wish I could, but just play. Get the game. It's a really good game. Let's put Stray in. Best ongoing game awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Genshin Impact will probably win this, just like it's gonna probably win the mobile. Fortnite could easily win this. Final Fantasy, it's the same games. Apex Legends, Destiny 2. It's literally the same games from that last category. That's so funny. It's the same thing. It doesn't really matter. We did Final Fantasy 14 last time. We could probably stick with it again. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Fortnite. All right, we'll give it to 14. I mean, I also don't want to see Genshin Impact win for like the 1,000th time because Genshin Impact always wins. I'd rather see Final Fantasy 14 take this or Destiny 2. But to be fair, I think Final Fantasy 14 wins a lot too. But it doesn't matter. Either way, this category is whatever. Games for Impact. Wow, I didn't play any of these games this year. That's upsetting. I usually like to play a lot of these games that have like really good like social like pro social stuff and everything, which is exactly what it says here. For a thought provoking game with a pro social meaning or message, usually like very like deep games. Like what was it last year I voted for was Life is Strange. I know Brian played Life is Strange too. Oh my God, Life is Strange was a beautiful game, and I love those games. As Does Falls is one of those games that I was gonna play. I just never got to it. Memoir Blue, I'm sure it's an amazing game. Again, Annapurna drops fire. Annapurna is in one, two, is literally two of the games in this category. I'm not surprised. Annapurna is fantastic. It doesn't matter. I seems like a lot of you guys have played As Dusk Falls, those, right? So I think I might choose that one. Life is Strange sucks. Atomic, you're out of pocket for that. That you're wild, bro. We're not even gonna test you on that. But okay, Mystic said As Dusk Falls, and I do want to play this game. It caught my attention. The art style was really cool. It had like that like cool like illustrated like book style like look to it. It was really cool. Like comic booky a little bit too. But I do want to pick As Those Falls because that was one that I actually did want to play. Of all these games here, it's the one that I did want to play. I just never got a chance to play it. So we'll go with this one. Best performance. Awarded to an individual for voice over acting, motion, and or performance capture. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna say right now, Horizon Forbidden West, Ashley Birch, she's an amazing actress, but I just don't care for Aloy. We've already talked about that. We've already discussed that. It's just me personally. That's just where I'm at with it. So no for that one. A Plague Tale Requiem, I didn't play it, so I think she plays the sister, right? The older, I think she plays the sister. So unfortunately, that's gonna be a skip. I did play Immortality. I played Immortality, and Brian played Immortality as well. Immortality, Brian. I think that is the main. I think that's the main actress from Immortality, Marissa. She phenomenal performance because that game was nuts, absolutely insane. That was an incredible game. Very creepy, very, very, very creepy game. It's just unfortunate. Like I would have given her this, but it's just so unfortunate that she had to have a game come out the same time as God of War Ragnarok because there is absolutely no way that I cannot choose her when I have to give this to either Christopher Judge or oh my God, I'm not gonna pronounce his last name right. Sonny Soljic for God of War Ragnarok. Basically, Atreus' voice actor and Kratos' voice actor. It has to go to them. I don't even care who it go for this game, y'all. I know some of you have played it, some of you have not played it. It has to go to any of them. Either one should honestly they should be paired together. It's not fair that they're separate. They need to be paired together. This is just not fair. Both deserve the award. Oh my God, Christopher Judge. Oh my God, I don't even know. I don't even know. Yep, still gets me chills. Both for Kratos or Atreus, both performances. Dude, exactly. Both performances like were just another like the acting performance in this game was just out of this world. It was truly out of this world. I don't even care who takes it. I vote for Sonny to be honest, just because he's young. Christopher Judge, vote for Atreus. Good, dude. It was Atreus was so good. Sonny killed Atreus. Like he did such a amazing job, bro. Whereas Sindri's voice, yo, bro, Mystic. Oh my God, Sindri's voice actor. Yes, bro. I don't know who. I had to look it up. I don't know who his voice actor is. Amazing perform, dude. Even Freya's voice actress. I need to know who to. They all fantastic, bro. But Sindri, oh my God, I don't even. Let's not talk about story stuff because we're gonna get into spoiler stuff, and let's not get into this, please, because this is the wrong place for it. Either or deserves it. If I'm not mistaken, I'm more than positive Christopher Judge already took the award for 2018 God of War for best performance. If I'm not mistaken, I'm almost positive, right? I'm like almost positive he took the award already, I think. I feel this game, Atreus did, I'm not gonna say better. He just from the first game, I found Atreus to be a little bit of annoying, but obviously I still love Atreus and Kratos. I loved Atreus so much in this game, and just so much. And again, Sonny's voice acting for him was just another level. Yeah, the cursing was really good. Thor voice actor. Talk about all the side characters Sindri killed. Dude, Sindri was amazing. Brock, amazing. Like we can just go into this whole thing here, but again, let's save this for me. Actually, talk about God of War. I'm gonna try to do that. live stream maybe on the weekend or something. I don't know. But we'll save that. We'll save that for when we do that. But I do want to give this to Atreus' voice actor Sonny because I'm more than positive Christopher Judge already won an award for this. I think 2018 was Red Dead. I think the cartoon was really good. Wait, really? For voice acting performance, I thought it was Christopher Judge. Either both deserve it. They really do. I want Sonny though to get some attention. I think you guys are right on that, dude. Atreus was just amazing. So let's just go vote for it. We're gonna vote for Atreus, Sonny Soljic. Best audio design. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Okay, fair. Elden Ring. Amazing. God of Ragnarok. That's not fair, bro. God of Ragnarok, come on. Gran Turismo 7 and Horizon Forbidden West. God of Ragnarok, dude. I mean, the sound design of the weapons clashing, right? The enemies, the traveling, dude. The use of the DualSense controller when you're like riding in the sled and stuff like that to hear it come through the controller, next level. That's the thing, though. Elden Ring didn't take use of the PS5 as well as God of War Ragnarok did, but that's because God of War Ragnarok is a PS5 is a PlayStation exclusive. And so like they're gonna take use of like those extra things for like the haptics and stuff like that, whereas Elden Ring didn't. But Elden Ring was still amazing game too. I don't know. Don't waste time and vote God of War. Laugh out loud. Screw Horizon. Don't even debate it. God of War right now. Elden Ring. Honestly, it's hard because Elden Ring. There was a lot. I'm trying to think. See, this is what sucks when you release a game in the beginning of a year, and now come time to vote, I'm supposed to remember Elden Ring like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just got done playing God of War. So now all I can think about are all the moments from God of War. And I'm having a hard time remembering at least audio stuff from Elden Ring. Like, Elden Ring had some, like, not performance wise, but like the monsters, right? The sounds were amazing. The dragons and stuff like that. Like, I'm thinking like the weapons, the powers, the different spells. Like, I'm thinking of all those like different types of audio things. It was good. Hat the Fever wasn't really a thing in God of War, to be honest. I mean, but they utilized it though. They utilized it for moments of like Kratos like using his axe for like certain cinematic moments. They used it for stuff like that. They've used the haptics for, like I said, like when you're like traveling through the bigger realms. They've used it. And I remember hearing it. Trust me, dude. I was just playing it today, and I was like, oh my god, you can hear the snow. Like, I had to go God of War. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna waste time on it. Okay. Best score in music. Elden Ring has some fire music. Elden Ring has some fire music. Ugh. God of War also had fire music, bro. Oh man, but I have to give Elden Ring something. I realize I'm snuffing Elden Ring. Elden Ring had amazing music. Every boss fight, those tracks for the boss fights slapped in Elden Ring. Freaking slap, bro. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 also phenomenal music too. Like, it had really good soundtrack as well. But I gave Xenoblade Chronicles 3 the RPG vote. I'm gonna give Elden Ring the best score music vote. Metal Housing, really? I'll be honest, I never played Metal Housing. I don't know anything about it. Bear McCreary for composer, and then I cannot even pronounce the Elden Ring one. I can't. Boss fights for Finale God of War was peak music. It was. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I clearly remember a lot of the boss fight musics from the bosses and Elden Ring, and they slapped so well. Even the underground, the soundtrack when you went underground in Elden Ring was really good too. God of War does have amazing. Bear McCreary is just fantastic too. Dude, it's not fair, man. That's just not fair. It's just not fair. Like, God of War Ragnarok is about to sweep, and I don't want that to be the case, but it's looking like it's about to be that case. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta go Elden Ring. I'm sorry. Had to find out every boss in Elden Ring had final boss music. It did, bro. It really did. Like, I'm just thinking back to it. Like, there's so many. Like, every fight you got to, every world, every different new world you got to in Elden Ring just had like a really unique soundtrack. It was really good. But dude, those boss fight soundtracks, bro. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It has to go there. I'm sorry. It just has to go there. Sorry. Best art direction. Elden Ring. So for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation, Elden Ring. I'm sorry, Elden Ring. God of War Ragnarok, beautiful world. Everything was beautiful about it. Everything was beautiful about it. Everything just was beautiful about it. But there's a lot of enemies that were sort of the same, right? Sort of enemy designs. A lot of them were somewhat the same, right? Valkyries were somewhat the same. There's a lot of stuff that you've seen from the past game, whereas Elden Ring, almost everything in there was brand new. Every world you went to had a different looking enemy. The different environments were just so many in Elden Ring. I'm thinking about like the volcanic area. There's the whole entire underground that was so vast. There was oh my god, there was the do you guys remember Rhea Lucaria's academy? Bro, are we just gonna act like Hogwarts wasn't in like adult Hogwarts wasn't in Elden Ring, bro? Elden Ring was a beautiful game. Dude, the scenic view of the Erd tree, y'all are bugging. Y'all are bugging. Scorned? Scorned? Ew. Y'all are saying scorn? Y'all are saying scorn. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Someone clip that. I cannot believe you guys have said scorn. Scorn is nasty looking. It is not getting my vote. Personally, I mean, it is artistically a cool, like a very interesting looking game. Nothing on the levels of Elden Ring. I'm sorry, nothing on the levels of Elden Ring. It's just not. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. In my opinion. In my opinion, at least. In my opinion. Scorn, we played it. It looked creepy as hell. It was really freaking creepy. But Elden Ring, there is just so much, bro. I've never seen anything like it. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Get scored out of here. Stray was also a very beautiful looking game. For an indie game, they knocked it out of the park. Blue 12 Studio absolutely killed it. It was a beautiful looking game. I'm sorry, but I gotta go Elden Ring. Elden Ring for art direction. Best narrative. That's not even discussion. That's not even discussion. That is not even a discussion. I'm not even gonna waste my time. That is not a freaking discussion. God of War Ragnarok. That's it. I'm sorry. That's just it. Horizon Forbidden West. Hell no. Immortality. Really cool story. Really interesting way to tell that story. If you played it, it's not a traditional game. You're putting footage together to piece together the story. It was really cool in the way that they make you learn about the story. Horizon Forbidden West, we talked about that already. No, not as good. Plague Tale, I never played it, so I can't talk about it. Elden Ring has fantastic lore. Elden Ring has a fantastic story. However, best narrative, it says, for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. There's no way you played Elden Ring and didn't have to watch a YouTube video to get that story. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's no way you can give Elden Ring best narrative when you're combining the fact that it has the fact of storytelling and then like a narrative, like a story itself. There's no way Elden Ring should get that, in my opinion. Amazing story. The lore for Elden Ring is out of this world. I forgot who was it that worked on Elden Ring story. It was J.R.R. Martin. What the hell's the guy's name? G.R. Martin? I don't know. The guy from Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, I can't think of his name. The story was fantastic. The lore was really good. But I did not learn that from playing the game. I only learned that because I went and I deep dive into 5 YouTube videos to learn the story. So aside from just wanting to become like the next, I already forget, was it the champion? I already forget. Taking over the throne and becoming the next Elden Lord, I think it was, right? Becoming the next Elden Lord. Aside from becoming the next Elden Lord, in terms of like the side quests and getting those story bits, like there was some that you could understand. Like Ronnie's questline, for the most part, I kind of understood. But like there was no way you didn't have to go to like a wiki or YouTube to get that story, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Bro, when Kratos said it's God of War in time and God of War all over time, 9 rounds, it was amazing. Stop it. God of War Ragnarok story was just incredible. You guys have to play it. It's an amazing sequel because it did a perfect job of just, again, nailing the story. I don't want to talk about it because I want to do a spoiler thing on it. It was just phenomenal. And I think the storytelling of it was just fantastic. The pacing of it, in my opinion, was perfect. It had so many moments where I was just blown away by just the execution of the story and just the acting performances like went along with delivering that story. Sorry, I like without a doubt, God of War Ragnarok. That's my vote. All right, best game direction. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. This is kind of like basically all together in one. It had like a good right. It had a good creative it's like I said, it had a good creative vision for it. Like I think of that as like like the worlds, the characters, the designs, right, the music, like all the pieces that make a video game right. Kind of like that's how I look at this nomination or sorry this category. Horizon Forbidden West, no. Immortality, again, great game, but no. Stray, again, great game, but no. It's going to come down to God of Ragnarok and Elden Ring, but I do think overall, when I think of best game direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design, I just think it's going to still be God of Ragnarok. Stray is deep, really. Story wasn't perfect. There was a few storytelling parts that were just weird, but it was awesome. God of War actually Stray. Stray is deep. Stray is deep. If you think about story wise, Stray is deep. Stray was a really deep story too. It was actually really sad, really freaking sad. And once you discover like the truth behind like the kind of like that post apocalypse and kind of what happened to the people, and once you discovered that story, it was a really deep game. But again, for best game direction, when I think of all the different pieces of like a video game and everything. I think I'm gonna go. I think I just have to go God of War Ragnarok. Honestly, sorry. Yeah, it's gonna go God of War Ragnarok. Game of the year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience. I swear to God, this is almost like the same thing as the last category, but it is what it is. Game of the year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I'm so glad to even see it get nominated for this category. Fantastic game. Unfortunately, it just won't take it for me for here. Same thing with Stray. Horizon Forbidden West, same thing. Plague Tale, unfortunately, same thing. It will come down to Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok, and I don't know. I truly don't know, bro. Like, it's so easy to say God of War Ragnarok because I just beat the game. And so it's fresh in my mind, and everything about that experience was just fantastic. Like, there's not a single part of that game that I just did not like. Elden Ring is the same thing. I put in 300 hours into Elden Ring. Elden Ring is the first game I think that I ever put in that many hours into a game, aside from like replaying Kingdom Hearts like 1,000 times. But like, I don't even know if replaying Kingdom Hearts 1,000 times equals the amount of hours I put into Elden Ring. Elden Ring, I think I put in over 200 hours, I think. I don't know. Both games deserve it. Both games deserve it. Elden Ring rightfully deserves it just as much as God of War Ragnarok. The thing for the thing for Elden Ring is that Elden Ring was the first game that went mainstream for a from software. This finally took From Software and made them from like I think in my opinion more of like a niche developer into a way more like public company like public studio that everybody's now like looking more into. Like Elden Ring was the big breakout game for From Software, I think, in my opinion at least. Like everybody played Elden Ring. Like, dude, Elden Ring was everything we saw for months when that game came out. Months. Like it broke the mainstream. Like it went mainstream. I can put 300 hours into Elden Ring. Do you work with parents? What do you mean? Do you not play video games at night? That's the dumbest thing ever. I vote God of War because the story was very satisfying with its messaging. Um, I mean, you're not wrong. You're right. I guess it's gonna come down to like, what is it to you that should make it a game of the year? Like, and I think ultimately what it comes down to for me for God of War, I think it is gonna have to be God of War. I do think it has to be God of War for me. And the only reason why is what Elden Ring lacked and what God of War had, and it did amazing. It really does just come down to the story. Both gameplay, combat is so good. I think Elden Ring did a really good job. It's Elden Ring's open world is the best I think I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen an open world as amazing as Elden Ring. Nothing will ever surpass that. I mean, I've yet to see anything surpass it, I think. Um, that game deserves every credit for that. Again, combat was the same from soft combat, except the magic this time and the use of like the ashes and everything was fantastic. It was just so much fun to play. The bosses were so freaking well done. It was hard. It was rewarding in that way. The replayability was obviously there because I replayed it. I got the platinum for it and I replayed that game so many times. I had like 3 different characters. God of War Ragnarok, though, what sets it apart, amazing combat, same thing, amazing gameplay. The open world, while not as big as Elden Ring, a lot of the not open world, but open maps, open zone areas and whatnot, and God of War Ragnarok were the different realms that we've got to see before, with the addition of some new realms, and that was really cool. But I think what seals the deal for God of War for me for this is that it's the acting performances were just next level, and that's what Elden Ring didn't have. It didn't have crazy acting performances. It didn't have any of that stuff, right? That's what God of War, I think, just shoots it over for me personally. The acting was, I think, the best acting I've ever seen in a video game, if I'm being honest with you. I'm like positive it's like the best acting I've ever seen. I had so many moments where I was just blown away by just like even like the detail in the characters, right? Like Atreus' facial, like the mocap for this game was fantastic. Kratos, see, like I don't want to get into spoiler stuff, but like just the mocap was so good. The only thing that sets us apart from Elden Ring, it literally is just the story and the acting. That's my reason. That's why I think I have to give it to God of War Ragnarok. Elden Ring does deserve awards though, and I think it will get a bunch of awards. Don't be surprised though. Elden Ring might still take this. That might happen. But my vote, game of the year for 2022 has to be God of War Ragnarok. That's it. Those are my votes. And that is going to be the end of the stream. Yeah, we ended up going long for this one. Holy crap. We ended up going for like almost 2 hours. I didn't think this was going to be that long. This is not meant to be that long, but it ended up being that long. But this is it, guys. This is going to be my stream. These are my votes. I'm glad that we got to talk about it and kind of go over the different like stuff. This is pretty cool. But this was dope. If you haven't already, check out the Discord if you're not on there. If you haven't already, also, if anybody who's brand new to this, maybe that just shopped in, or anybody who's watching this post live stream, you're watching this afterwards, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Lethal1Up. But yeah, these are my votes for the different categories. Game of the year, I think it's God of War Ragnarok, man. I think it is, unfortunately. Not because of biases, but again, like I said, the only thing that sets it apart from Elden Ring is the fact that I thought the story was obviously able to more understand, but the acting performances behind it was just next level. It was so good. All right. It looks like Mystic's going to be streaming in Discord too. So if anybody wants to hang out on Discord, go hang out on Discord. It looks like Mystic's going to be doing some streaming. But thank you guys for watching. If anybody who's watching this again as a video or not as a live stream, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And again, check me out on Twitter at Lethal1Up. I think I said that twice now. So I'm done. I'm tired. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Oh, God of War Ragnarok spoiler cast stream. That is the next one. I don't know when, but that'll be the next one. So just keep an eye out for that. I'll post up in the Discord on Twitter, and I'll post up on YouTube as well. So just keep an eye out for that one. That will be the next live stream. All right, I'll see you guys. Have a good one.